Hey, you who are at home right now and would like to use your time to learn about intelligent love, see how easy it is. The doors of the Love Therapy are always open on Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. We await you.
The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Let's learn to love. Many couples try to overcome relationship problems by going out of their way to deal with their partner's lack of desire, or in many cases, becoming the victim of a sex strike due to an attitude that made the other person upset. On social media, everything seems lovely. Married and engaged, boyfriends and lovers always appear together, showing a perfect and happy life. However, behind this apparent happiness, serious problems often exist, such as fights, infidelity, and addictions. Some celebrities have experienced issues in this area where the lack of sex is just the tip of the iceberg. Recently, one of music's biggest stars, singer Robbie Williams, spoke about how his sex life is at home. Married to actress Ada Field since 2010 and father to their 4 children, he attributed the lack of time and interest in sex to the demands of everyday life. Really, everyone knows that there is no sex after marriage. That's just the way it is, the singer explained. His wife, in turn, showed resentment by complaining that her sex life with her husband was completely dead, and that the couple's bedroom was more like a joint workspace than a sex den. However, what is known is that the problems were much more severe than imagined. The singer suffered from a compulsion for sleeping with strangers and even compared his addiction to drugs. When a couple are out of step and sex with the partner takes a back seat, it is a sign that the relationship is hanging on by a thread, and that is when betrayal begins. This is what happens with countless couples. But when it comes to the rich and famous, the matter never stays behind closed doors. Sometimes, the case is so confusing that it is difficult to follow. The relationship between businesswoman Khloe Kardashian and player Tristan Thompson made people talk after several cheating scandals, many of them occurring while she was pregnant. However, the biggest shock was when reports emerged that Tristan had kissed Jordyn Woods, a close family friend, which caused the couple to separate temporarily. Later, with betrayal still frequent, the relationship came to an end. Khloe declared that she was immensely hurt and expressed her outrage in a tweet. "Why are you lying? If you're going to try and save yourself by going public, instead of calling me privately to apologize first, at least be honest about your story. By the way, you are the reason my family broke up." After Khloe exposed the entire situation, the couple's story was discussed more on the American reality television series Keeping Up with the Kardashians. What makes people behave this way? Routine, day-to-day life, lack of topics, and prioritizing career and personal values tend to cause couples to put aside what was important at the beginning of their relationship, loving and feeling desire for each other. Urologist Rina Malik talks about the importance of sex in marriage, the causes, and shares some solutions.
There are 2 different types of desire in relationships. When we think of desire, we think of what we see on TV and what we felt when we were younger. That's spontaneous desire. When you see someone attractive or someone you like, you automatically get the urge to want to be intimate with them, have sex with them, without even having any mention of sex or any stimulation towards sex. More commonly, as couples who've been together for a long period of time, that spontaneous desire tends to go away. You're used to seeing your partner. And so it then becomes responsive desire. So responsive desire is that you're not really thinking about sex with your partner all the time. You're busy doing your thing, they're doing their thing. But when you get intimate, meaning you lie together, you're with each other, you start being intimate and going into the moment of foreplay and then potentially having sex, you remember, yeah, I really do have desire desire for this person and I really do enjoy it. And this is a very normal phenomenon. It is not abnormal at all. In fact, it's more common after you've been in a relationship for some period of time.
According to studies, sexual abstinence can harm the mind and body, in addition to causing symptoms of psychological suffering. Having sex releases dopamine, endorphins, and oxytocin, highly pleasurable substances that give a feeling of well-being, comfort, and belonging. When someone wants to have sex, but cannot for some reason, they present a lack of these substances, causing them to become more irritable, including having an altered mood, which may lead to depression or anxiety. On the other hand, having sexual intercourse without desire can also be a health problem. Studies show that a large portion of the population suffer from this issue, showing little or no interest in sex. Among the causes are genetic components, habits, and hormonal imbalances, such as a lack of sexual and thyroid hormones, or diseases such as diabetes and depression. After 18 years together, Dean McDermott and Tori Spelling ended their relationship. The reason? Communication problems, stress, and other responsibilities affected their lives together. But after an extramarital affair, the couple's sex life ended. The star said, "I could never give him enough sex. He's never going to be happy with just me." What should you do in situations like this? Stay tuned and learn more in today's show.
Hello dear friends, welcome to the Love Talk Show.
Let's learn the intelligent love.
And in tonight's topic, we're talking about this thing, what makes a marriage grow cold? What is the reason behind of it? As you just saw, you watched, I would say, in this video, examples of couples that, of course, in the beginning it was quite good, but eventually after a couple of years it grew cold to the point they did not have more intimacy. So why things like that happens in the relationship? Is it something that happens in every relationship? All the relationships have to go through this way? So this is what we're going to learn in tonight's topic. Stay tuned, because I believe you're going to learn and even solve the issue that perhaps you are facing now. What you just watched in these couples, this is the reality of your life today. So anonymous and famous people, they suffer from the same problem. Doesn't matter their status in the society, they're gonna suffer from the same issue. But of course, we have here the key for you to solve it, to sort it out. Well, before we talk about this, remember to leave in the comments below, here in the section below, your comments, where you're watching us from. So, and remember the hashtag single for now, and the hashtag I'm happy I'm married. This is it. This is our hashtag. Also, I would like to remind you all that the Love Therapy is on the social media, and you can follow us on the social media. You can follow us on Instagram, you can follow us on the Telegram, and on Facebook. We have this free social media, and there you are going to find everything about the Love Therapy, the purposes we are doing, the tips for the love life, the highlights of the Love Therapy of every single week. Things like that are gonna get to know in our social media, okay? Again, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and also on Telegram. Yes, we have also a channel on the Telegram. If you have a Telegram, you can follow us there. Well, and you're gonna find out everything about Love Therapy, okay? Well, let us talk about now tonight's topic, isn't it?
Yes.
So what makes, I would say, a marriage grow cold? What makes a marriage grow cold? This is a reason why people stop showing affection or attention to their partner, but this lack of attention brings another problem. The lack of sexual, or I should say, there is a reason, right? I read wrong. There is a reason why people stop showing affection or attention to their partner. But this lack of attention brings another problem, the lack of sexual interest. So, first of all, people, they give more attention to smartphone, work, career. They always give a reason. Well, I'm working too much because of I have to put food on the table, I have to pay debts. They always come with these excuses to their partner. And of course, at first, it's understandable, it's acceptable, but eventually they, of course, stopped showing affection and attention to each other. And then it will end up, of course, in their beds, not having, of course, if they don't have affection or attention, eventually, sexually, they will not be active. And it, of course, most definitely will open a door for one of them to cheat on, for the betrayal to come, and even this idea cross their mind, both minds. Because they are together for a moment, they give more time to work, they give more time to children, they give more time to career, to the course they are doing now, more time to social media, and so on. I'm not saying that you should not work. I'm not saying that you should not invest in your career. You should not give attention to your children. I'm not saying this, but what I'm saying that if you focus so much in one thing and forget the most important, which is your marriage, so your marriage will end up. That's the reality. Will end up. There is no way for them to keep together if, they treat each other as friends, things like that. And it's not, of course, in a relationship, we have to water the relationship. We have to give attention. A relationship, it's like investment. So when you are investing, like when people invest in money, in, how do you call it, stocks, right? That's correct, invest in stocks. So they invest, but they're always taking a look, checking. They know the proper time, the proper moment to invest, and so on. Relationship is the same thing. It's not because I'm married now that I have to forget about it. No, not at all. What I have to do from now on, I have to give attention to my marriage, to talk. I have to give attention to watch a movie together or whatever together. We have to have this moment. We have to create the habit of having this conversation, funny moments. Because if, babe, they don't do so, eventually they're gonna lose interest, attention, and it will culminate in not having how do you call it, interest, how can I say this, in each other, in terms of their sexual life.
Yeah, absolutely. And also many couples complain about they say, we are not getting along anymore, we don't love each other anymore as the beginning. But that's not true. You don't love each other anymore as the beginning because you stopped doing things that you used to do in the beginning, like giving attention. Because when you are dating, you all the time you call the person, you want to know how the person is, what the person are doing. you have interests, you go out, you do something nice with the person. But when you get married, it's like you have a plan, right? Okay, I have my plans, and one plan was fulfilled. You get married, right? And now you put your marriage in second plan, and you have another plan now. Okay, now I'm going to invest in my career. Now I'm going to invest in my children's. And you cannot forget that your marriage always comes first in your life. If you don't, as you said, if you don't show interest on your partner, of course, you're not going to have this attraction anymore because you have no interest. It's like some kind of things that we sometimes we don't do anymore, right? Like exercise. If you don't do exercise, you never like to do it, right? But if you start to do, just start. Go once a week, twice a week. You're going to get used to it, and you're going to like it.
Yeah, this is it, because, I was thinking here. So before, they have this attraction. They found, for him, his wife was, wow, amazing, and whatever. The same was to the wife before. When she looked at him, she'd say, wow, how handsome my husband is, and so on. But now, so they don't have this anymore because they are very far from each other. One of the things that mostly affects a relationship is the sexual abstinence imposed by one of the parties. This is the root of many cases of infidelity. So there is when there is abstinence in their sexual life, it's gonna become a chaos, definitely.
Yeah, for example, some of them they have a disagreement, and one given a cold shoulder. One of them give a cold shoulder for them. Of course, there will be a business because they don't want to get along to each other. Of course. So when someone impose this is a tragic recipe for your marriage, because it will not help, and then eventually it's going to happen infidelity. It brings infidelity for your relationship.
This is why relationship you have to give attention. So this is why in the relationship, you have to when you leave home, kiss each other or kiss your spouse. But when you left, she was there still on the bed. Just go there, just kiss her and say, honey, I'm leaving now. Things like that. In the middle of the day, send a message. So create these habits of building this bridge between each other, like calling each other, not only to know how the children are or say, well, do pay that thing. No, to ask, how are you? So send a message, create this bridge, this link. So the relationship is like it's a result of many things that happens throughout the day. So when they do not have this, so the night, the evening will be compromised. Expecting that time will make things better does not solve the problem of lack of interest. Marriages can be compared to a dance. If someone takes a wrong step, both will have to go back to the beginning and start all over again. Well, and talking about this, I would like to invite you all to join us on Thursday to the Love Therapy, because one thing that people have to do is to invest in their love life, is to invest. So if now you guys are having problems, issues in the relationship, There is no more communication. There is no more that link as in the beginning. Things like this is not happening. So remember the last thing that we just said a while ago. Marriages can be compared to a dance. If someone takes a wrong step, both will have to go back to the beginning and start all over again. So how can you do so? Join us to the Love Therapy on Thursday. So we're going to be together here with Bishop James and his wife. And 1 hour before the seminar begins, you can talk to us. We're going to be there. Yes, ready to talk to you, ready to help you. That's our pleasure, okay? On Thursday at 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park, London, and for Free NX, you are our special guest, okay? Well, this is it, isn't it?
Yes.
It has been the Love Talk Show. Live, learn, and love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Do you have questions about love, relationships, or dilemmas of the heart? Well, you need not worry anymore. The Love Talk Show has the perfect segment for you, the Q&A. Send your questions to love@uckg.org and have them answered on the show.
We're going to be here together answering people's questions.
If you prefer to remain anonymous, please let us know and we will respect your privacy. Tune in to the Love Talk Show every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m.
The Love Talk Show. Live, learn, and love.
Let's learn the intelligent love.
Your question can be used as the topic of the program. Who knows, you just might be helping others in a similar situation. Sharing your questions can help you, as well as inspire and guide others facing their own love challenges. Your email could be the beginning of a journey of understanding and discovery. Don't leave your questions unanswered. Email love@uckg.org now and take part in the Q&A segment on The Love Talk Show. The Love Talk Show, helping you to love intelligently.